Hi guys! Welcome again to another video of 1%. Ngayong linggo pag-usapan natin ano ba talagang trabaho ko, no? Here I will discuss ano ginagawa ko, paano ako nagsimula. If you are thinking of pursuing the same career, I will tell you how and what's in store for you. So stay tuned. This is 1%. Welcome again. By the way, if you are seeing this or viewing this in YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe and to hit that like button and to hit that bell button so you get notified also pag may mga bago kaming videos. Please feel free also to comment and share it with your friends. We'd love to hear from you, so we would welcome whatever comments that you may have. So, ano ba talaga ang trabaho ko? For already 16 years, I have been financial advisor. Isa po akong tagapagpayo pagdating sa insurance and investments. Fortunately, I am representing the #1 life insurance company in the Philippines, which is Sun Life of Canada Philippines Inc. Paano ba talaga ako nagsimula sa career na to? Right before I entered college, I kinda figured that I wanted to be involved in the finance world. Before, my reasons for being in the finance world were very vain. For me, when you think of a banker or a person in finance, parang siya yung very powerfully dressed, wearing a suit, nice, clean, slick suit, driving a fancy car, talking about billions worth of deals. With a very vain reason, I wanted to get into that world. Fortunately, I was able to enter De La Salle University back in 1998. I took up management of financial institutions. Okay, so it was really geared towards being in the finance world. No, I entered college 1998 and I finished my bachelor's degree in 2001. Good thing in La Salle, 3 years and 3 months lang yung course ko. But remember, I graduated in 2001. And in 1997, the Asian financial crisis hit. Pero yung naging effect ng Asian financial crisis, it was still evident during the time that I graduated in 2001. Okay, just to give you an idea, back in 2001-2002, when I was applying for a job right after college, the physics was hovering around 900 to 1,000 points back then. Right now, if you're very aware, the physics, given the effect already of the pandemic, is hovering around 5,900 to 6,100. So the market was really down back in 2001. So anyway, when I graduated in 2002, wala gaanong financial activities nangyayari because nga of the market downtrend. But fortunately, I was able to land a job as an account officer in a leasing and financing firm. I spent about 15 months there being an account officer. I would go around dealerships of trucks to look for small and medium enterprise businesses who would want to take out a loan and buy a reconditioned truck. After that, I was able to land a management trainee spot in a commercial bank. So good thing I was able to land a management trainee. They had a very good program for management trainees. And during the time, I was assigned to work in a branch. So before, ang pinakatrabaho ko is to go around the vicinity of the branch, knock on doors, introduce myself to the office people, and book an appointment with their finance or with their CEO to offer the bank's services. Ang pinakatrabaho namin doon is for us to expand or grow our depositors and for these companies to start a current or savings account with our bank. So na-realize ko, if I'll be doing a sales job, I might as well sell something na talagang kikita pa ako, right? That's why I entered and I tried my hand in real estate. I joined Ayala Land and we were offering the most prestigious high-end projects of Ayala Land. And I stayed there for about a little over a year. But unfortunately, it didn't turn out very well for me. Siguro hindi ko lang talaga niche in real estate. It didn't pan out well for me. Okay? But anyway, good thing. One time, I was manning the booth of Ayala Land in Greenbelt 3 and someone inquired, no? She turned out to be a Sun Life manager. From there, nung nagkausap kami, na-recruit ako to join the insurance industry through Sun Life of Canada. So I formally joined Sun Life of Canada December 2004. So ano ba talaga buhay ng isang insurance agent or financial advisor? During the time of our parents, ang tawag talaga sa kanila are insurance agents. I think gone are those days when you say that you're an insurance agent, ito yung mga edad na may dalang briefcase, lalapo. To be honest, insurance agents are not popular people. You know? We are deemed to be very pushy. But you know, being an insurance advisor or a financial advisor has evolved tremendously. So, like I've said, I joined the industry back in December 2004 and I have enjoyed every minute of it. Unfortunately, hindi ako nagseryoso kagad when I joined Sun Life back in 2004. Inisip ko pa na I would do better, a lot better doing real estate or selling real estate. But I was so dead wrong. I thought it was only in real estate where I could make my ideal salary back then, or dun lang ako yayaman. But being in the insurance industry has a lot of perks and benefits. Basically, nagseryoso ako around 2007 when I decided to give up my real estate practice. There was really not much practice there actually. So anyway, ano ba talaga ang trabaho namin? Basically, ang pinakatrabaho naman talaga ng isang insurance advisor is to educate people, making people realize that we are all actually exposed to so much risks in life. Ano ba itong mga risks na to? First of all is the risk of dying too soon. As we all know, we will all pass away. Whether natural death, accidents, or right now, di ba, a lot of people are dying because of the pandemic. We all reach our end of the line somehow, some way, right? So basically, we educate people on how to minimize your risk. Because remember, if we are all making money, meaning we are all working, we are all money-making machines. We are an asset as it is. So it's like protecting that asset. It's like protecting that potential to make income. Especially in my case, I'm a father, I'm a husband. I am producing money because of my work in Sun Life. But the moment something happens to me, the moment I pass away, that potential or that capacity to make income will also die with me. So now you have to protect yourself from not losing that potential of making money, because some people are actually dependent on the income that we bring home. Maybe some of you are not very comfortable talking about it, but it's a fact of life, okay? And that's what we do as financial advisors. We educate people on how to minimize the effect of death on one family in losing the income that person is bringing into the family. Another risk would be critical illness. Right now, as we all know, maybe some of you, especially for those working, we all have our HMO. Sometimes, di ba, nakakatulong. Pero, hindi natin na-realize that minsan napakaliit ng limits nito. I mean, some would have, 200, 300,000. You'd be lucky if you have a 500,000 limit every year. But often, we forget that whenever a person is diagnosed with a critical illness, it takes a toll on his capacity to earn. And second, more often than not, the medical insurance is not enough. For example, someone goes through stroke or is in need of a bypass. 500,000 is not enough. Right now, if you go to one of the quality hospitals in the metro, it would cost you probably 1, 2, 3 million at least. Okay, so again, we can educate and we can make people see that you don't have to bear all that risk. There are financial products that can protect you, that can actually cover in the event that if you are diagnosed with a critical illness, we will take care or we will help you take care of the expenses. Okay? On top of what you can get from your medical cards. Third would be retirement. We would all have to retire some sooner or later. Someday we would be incapable of working simply because of getting old. So ngayon, ang question ngayon is, who will bring in the income if we can no longer bring it in ourselves? So ngayon, what we need to do is habang we still can continuously create income or make money, we should also be preparing for those coming years where we can't bring the same amount of income anymore. Okay? So this is retirement. Dito naman, you prepare money for when you finally decide to retire and no longer work. For example, right now, we are all working from home. Unfortunately, some of our friends and family and relatives have been laid off probably. If you have enough money, you won't be scared because you have money that can pay for all your recurring expenses and standard of living without having to work. But if you don't have that money, you'd be so scared, right? So, ganun din ang retirement. Kasi sooner or later, it's a definite thing. So, what happens? So, it's either you continue to work when you reach 60, 65, or you can create money, accumulate it, and have like a nest wherein you will just draw amounts of money every month to continuously sustain you with your daily expenses. And lastly, the fourth risk that we as financial advisors would give advice would be education. Well, of course, this is really geared towards those people na may mga anak or may planong mag-anak because, of course, we all know of the rising tuition fees right now. Of course, bilang isang magulang, I'm sure we all want to send our kids to the best schools that we could ever afford. Unfortunately, because of the deregulation of these universities and colleges, yung increase nila on the tuition fees are not something that we could easily predict. If we can prepare and set aside money and make it grow together with the increase of these tuition fees, then we would all be prepared when our children attend elementary, high school, or even college, or even postgraduate. Like for example, what if you have a child who wants to be a doctor, a lawyer, right? During those years, wala pang income yung mga anak natin, no? So basically, we still have to support them. Of course, what if we didn't prepare for these events because we were only expecting or because we only have enough until college? So that's why importante dito is we plan out these things systematically. To again summarize, in a person's life, we all have to prepare against death so that people that are dependent on us, on our income, won't have to suffer when something happens to the breadwinner. Retirement, because we all would reach retirement someday. Risk against illness. We don't want to be caught off guard, not having the financial means to pay for the required medication and treatments. And fourth, would be preparing for our child's education. So that's what we do as financial advisors. Basically, we educate. For me, I'm a very strong believer of proper financial planning, giving the proper financial advice. I may be pushy simply because I believe in what the product can do for a client or for someone. And when you do a proper financial planning or financial needs assessment or analysis of a person, when you properly educate them, we don't have to be pushy. Because, a logical person would understand that, kailangan ko to. If I'm getting a car insurance, I want someone to take care or pay for the damages in my car, potential damages in my car. I want the same protection for my life, for my family, just in case of an illness, and by the time I retire, and also to support my kids when they go to school. Okay? So, again I've shared what I've been doing for the past 16 years. And ano ang pinaka-role or ano ba talaga ang ginagawa ng isang financial advisor. Okay? So again, thanks for tuning in. This is 1%. And don't forget, hit that like button. See you again next week. Bye!